take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they pick.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a four.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Tremendous. Read and reaction by the defensive tackle and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Breaks a tackle, sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, silly, that leads to a play-action sack. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Matt Breida, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A.J. Epinesa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Taken down right.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
Now Murray off play action. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Off the play fake, Murray. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of
that third down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
They run it with Jacobs. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, they'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 72 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
25 yards. First down, Bills.
Jacobs now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. It's a gain of 35. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Second down and goal. Murray roll it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Bills 23-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The kick by Bass is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
His throw incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for Matt.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From just shy of midfield, Murray winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Dancing to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Off the play fake. Murray. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They run with Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off play action. Murray. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Murray going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 51 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Off play action. Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good ones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is he's eating them alive.
Is good.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter, with the score all tied.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, Murray. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
One more time with Jacobs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. Murray, he'll buy some time right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
From 3 yards out. And the Bills have broken the tie. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That'll be complete to Breida. 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll toss it to Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Murray. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Play action. Now it's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperate. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Won't you get